working with James Duff traction bar kit. They've been around for a long time. I've always been kind of leery of them because they just seem a little bit cheap to me, but if it works, it works. We're going to give it a shot. Basically all we've got is some bars, leaf spring brackets for your front spring hanger, bushings, bolts, and instructions. We'll see how it goes. Right off the bat, we got a little bit of an issue. So our mounting bracket that attaches on top of the spring plate has a little interference issue right here on the inside edges. So I think this will only apply to the 80s and 90s full-size stuff. The spring plates on a early Bronco are different, don't have that issue. So what we're going to have to do is come in and take just a little bit of material out for where it hits on this pressed section in the middle here. Cleaned up with a little bit of paint. You can see we got a little notch in there now, and that's just enough where it'll sit in here and the holes will clear. It'll still sit flush. Okay, so we start by installing the leaf spring bracket. So this mounts on the outside U-bolt and it leans inwards. Next to install is the front bracket, which mounts on the front spring hanger. So you'll want to assemble your bar, bushings on it. Put that together and get lined up where your bracket's going to mount. It doesn't give you really specific details in the instructions, but I think what you want is the angle of your spring to be as close as you can to the angle of your traction bar. That way they swing in the same arc and you don't have any bind. So once you get this front bracket where you're happy with it, just want to take a clamp, squeeze it on. And you can pull your bar back out of the way. Mark and drill your holes. I'm going to spare you from having to stare at the back of my head for 5 minutes while I drill those. So now we've got all our holes drilled, we can install our front bracket. Just a little side note, the kit only comes with bolts and nylocks. And to me, a bracket like this with just bolts on it looks kind of unfinished. So I threw these washers on it. Okay, we've got both of our brackets on, so our next step is the bar itself. So we got it assembled with the bushings in it, inner nut, lock washer, cup washer to hold the bushing, the inner sleeve. Another side note is that it only came with a bolt and a flat washer for the outside here against the bushing and an eye lock. So I went ahead and threw another washer on this side just to try and give it more of a finished look. These bushings, you don't want to tighten the hell out of them. You just want to squeeze them enough where they're tight, but you don't want to flatten them out or crush the sleeve in the center of them, anything like that. That's all there really is to it. So I set the tension on the rod at just neutral for now. So we'll see how it does. You can try and adjust that upper nut in or out to either put tension or torsion, I guess you'd say, push or pull on the rod. But we'll just try it neutral for now and see how it likes it and go from there.